Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweights in the world. Some say one of the best left hooks in the history of the heavyweight division.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
And what I say you must obey.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Got out of the way of that right hook. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good counter left hand there. Caution being thrown to the wind. These men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good left counter that lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Through the hook, didn't land. Great counter right hand there. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers just want to mull you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Perfect counter shot. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That's another scoring shot. Catch and shoot. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter punch. That left hook missed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout, because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them. They may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because someone's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
right hand. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Left counter punch will score. He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but that leaves more opportunities for headshots. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He just misses with that big right hand. That hook won't score. That hook didn't score. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Good one. Gets out of the way of that left hand. These two are the perfect dance partners. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Counter punching. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
That big hook doesn't land. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His jab just got blocked. That hook was off target. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Right punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. That right hook catching air. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Missed him with that uppercut. Nice exchange here from both men. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? How did he absorb that hook?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? We approach the last 10 seconds of the round. This fight could not be any closer. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Round 8, and we're off again. Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed?
Todd, have you ever heard the saying, the true power is behind the throne? It's the cornermen, it's what they say to their fighters, how they pump their fighters up. The true power is behind the throne. The fighters are the ones that have got to put it into action.
And he just missed with that left jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? That hook doesn't score. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner.
There's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
On the right. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Then step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
This is easy for us to say and comment here at ringside, but those guys can see what they've got to do. I understand there's a lot of pressure. I understand there's some guys that are just naive or inexperienced, but just give them a break. Give them a little time.
Shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.